Today, we are in the Grand Canyon State, Arizona, to see what kind of bang for your buck you can get when buying a house here.
So I found the best real estate agent in the area, Baggio, to show us some properties. Now let's go check out house number 1.
The neighbor, off the bat, I see a trailer for 100% vegan soul food that they sell, so I feel like that's winning me over already.
All right, these are our people over here. I've been looking for a good soul food that's vegan.
Hey, Baggio!
What's going on?
How
How's it
are
going?
you?
Good. How are you doing?
Wow.
We are here.
It's hot outside, but it feels so cool in here. I am actually surprised.
Air conditioning, right? That's what you need to have here in Arizona.
All right, Baggio, give us the specs of this home.
So we have a 4-bed, 2-bath home here, just under 1,600 square feet. I think it's like 1,584. Good renovations. They did say that they would, just clean up some of the drywalls and stuff. And then I think the biggest thing is the location on this home. Super close to freeways, everything that you need for shopping, dining. This is a prime location just to get
to everywhere. I will say off the bat, once I came in, I saw that the floors, I'm assuming, are redone because they look brand new.
It's fairly new. I don't think they put it in right before putting it on the market.
Yeah. I do like the flow of this house. Once you come in, you can easily put like a couch right here, so you're not walking straight into the living space.
This is common, especially with the renovated ones, more of like a great room feel here. And then they'll have a separate, which we'll get to that after, to like family room on the side over there.
Okay, so let's go into the kitchen. So I think these are called shaker cabinets, right?
Dang.
You're making
Let
me
me just
second
Google
guess.
it. Well, I only asked because Jared's dad is a carpenter, and so
Yeah,
for our trailer, we got some of these.
yeah.
And I believe they also do a soft close. Okay, I also don't know if I see like a designated dining area, but I do like that this counter has space on the other side so you can put stools. So if you're making breakfast, you can just have your breakfast here. I do feel like this kitchen is, I think, a little smaller, but I think what makes it feel bigger is really this space right here, because you have the extra storage and like a countertop. Like you said, people come home from your garage, you can put your keys here, or you can put like a calendar on here. So it kind of really makes the kitchen feel like a bigger place.
Yeah, this is definitely a great addition. I know some people love more storage. Some people love more counter space. This is a little happy medium here.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking, you're kind of like, well, what do I do with the rest of the space if this wasn't here?
Oh, I could think of a lot of things I could put on here.
It's just like, if this was out, it's kind of a weird indent, right?
Yes,
So
I agree.
yeah, this is a good spot to just create something else to just give yourself more space.
I do like the color too, like a nice white kitchen. You can always add color into like your furniture or things that you would put onto the counter. But I like how clean it looks in this space.
Yeah,
it just it brightens it up.
This is definitely what's in right now, right? So more clean stainless steel appliances. Especially in Arizona, you have a lot of sunlight. It accentuates everything once you have that sunlight coming in a lot.
We've noticed the sunlight since we've been here. I think,
It's been hot.
What is it today, like 111?
I think it's getting up there. You should have been here last week. Historically, they said it was like one of the coolest
best
weeks.
weekends.
And it was, 97 or 100, right?
Thankfully, it's a dry heat. I was telling Jared, it's a dry heat. It's not a humid heat. And if we're on the East Coast, he would be begging for this weather.
I mean, it's a very cliche thing that we always say, but it's really true.
So I think we're gonna go check out the rooms. All right,
Yeah,
let's go
we got
see.
2 up front here and then 2 in the back.
So
Got
real quick, what's this?
more just extra storage right here.
Okay, are you gonna give it the arm test?
Oh, because I always say like it has like good depth, It's actually pretty deep in there, and it goes up pretty high too. This is a really good measurement for like bins. I'm a huge bin,
100%.
fan here.
Container store type. There you
Yes.
go. There you go.
I just
love
thought of
that.
a good name for a bin store. Been there, done that.
Oh, well,
Or
now
been
you
there.
have to bleep that out. What if somebody takes it?
Been there, stored that.
This is not the primary room. I'm assuming.
No. And this is, like I said, the one thing he said they would clean up a little bit. There's a small little drywall mishap there from before, but this is bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and then the bathroom that's shared right here in the front.
I am enjoying the size of this window. I feel like newer homes don't have such big windows the way older homes have.
The sunshine is year round here, and it really does help having these big windows. The one caveat
It
is,
lets a lot of heat in.
and so you'll see, I'm sure you've driven around and you've seen the coverings on the outside. So we learned quickly, if you have turf also on the same side, it's necessary, or else it's going to melt the turf in the summer.
Wow.
Because like it'll reflect off the window, and if it's hitting right, your turf's gone there. So
I'm worried about the car out there.
Actually, a lot of people do that on the East Coast too. I was seeing. Also, a lot of people will do that if, let's say, they work at night and then they're at home and during the day. But you could easily put them inside and then just put curtains up, so that way you wouldn't even see them.
It's funny, my wife, she jokes, but we have 2 sets of shades now. We have a summer and a winter.
That's like where people, it's like, oh, let's get rid of the summer blankets, or like, let's bring in the winter blankets, but for you, it's the curtains.
Yeah, right now we have pretty much blackout ones up for the living room.
All right, so we have a huge closet here. And again, they've used these accordion doors, which I feel like give it such a nice look, as opposed to like the mirror ones. The mirrors are nice, but I think this kind of gives it like a fresh new look.
Yeah, and imagine the sun coming in through the window, hitting the mirror. You might melt your bed.
Or, you know, if you have to hang some wet clothes,
all right,
there
it's
you
not
go.
110 in here right now.
It actually feels very good in here.
It feels amazing in here.
And actually, that's the other thing, is the fans are clutch if you make sure you have ceiling fans.
Yeah.
So with new construction, ceiling fans aren't, you know, a given.
Really?
Yeah, so ceiling fans, certain light fixtures, hardware on cabinets.
Yeah.
Depending on the builder, those are not givens usually. So.
All right, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for
We
that.
bought a brand new house in 2023. We still don't have fans in 2 rooms, 3 rooms.
Oh no,
so,
we gotta have fans in our house.
but we put one up in the living room, and sure enough, it makes a huge difference during the summer, just circulating there.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I will say the air conditioner here works very well, and I'm standing right underneath it. So it's helping out a lot, you know? Let's go check out this other room.
This is huge. And this is just a regular room, or this is a primary room?
This one technically is a regular room because the other one, that one has the attached bathroom. So,
But see, this one, I already see, it's like a whole new bedroom in here.
yeah, this
is
one
a
does have the
walk-in
walk-in.
closet.
Yeah. So really it's your preference, because some people prefer their primary with this bigger closet, but then most of the time the primary room is going to have the attached bathroom.
Oh, so here, is it one or the other, or is it both?
This is a big room, so they're pretty similar in size. I really would probably prefer. Some people like to be in the front of the house.
That's true, than the back, yeah.
Right?
In this house, I'd probably prefer this just because I love that closet. I'm excited to see the rest. Oh, wow.
Here is the first bathroom.
Oh my gosh, you can feel the air so good in here. Wow, this is pretty deep too. Usually in showers, these little shelves are really like thin.
Yeah.
So good enough space there.
You can fit a Costco shampoo in there.
Probably 2 Costco shampoos
Usually,
in there.
you have to get a separate bottle, and you have to put it in that to fit in those things.
Normally you get a shampoo and conditioner in one, but here you can get the shampoo and the conditioner separate.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And then also the countertop ties into the kitchen. Personally, we don't have a double sink in our home. Even if you didn't have a partner and you're just at home, who wouldn't want double sinks? This could be like your sink to wash your face in the morning. This would be for at nighttime, you know?
And if you are married, it's always nice to have a clean side of a sink.
Or they could use the other bathroom that's in the house.
Touche.
All right, so far this house is looking amazing, but let's go ahead and check out this side, which is gonna have 2 more bedrooms, the family room, and the garage, right?
And another bathroom, but yeah.
And another bathroom.
And
okay,
the backyard, right? So
I guess we got a lot to look at still, guys. So this is the garage. Let's go ahead and check it out. You know, it's always important to see where we're gonna put 300 totes. Is this the full garage?
It is. So this is a single car garage with the laundry room in the back here too.
You don't see them like this very often. And I like the fact that the garage is this size. It's just enough for 1 car, maybe 30 or 40 totes, and that's it.
It's because Jerry doesn't like a ton of stuff. He'd rather have us be like, let's get rid of all of our things.
Yes.
A big part of that is the fact too that there is the RV gate parking. So the RV gate parking also, it's like, you know, some people prefer a 2-car garage, but you have the inside and the outside to have space.
That's true. I think I would rather take a parking spot for our trailer than the car.
Definitely. Especially, I mean, having a trailer, I think that's a huge importance. So this is going to be a family room. So you got a couple couches in here, a TV, nice little space to hang out. Also, I love an area where I have viewage of the backyard. I can see the dogs playing, see them hanging out. We're not going to look at it just yet, but it does look like a good sized backyard.
Oh, it is. It is. The lot itself too, with the RV gate with that and the location, really desirable for somebody, especially someone looking for their first home. Space to just make whatever they want out of it.
In this area, is it more families or is it older people?
It's a good mix. We're right on the border of Mesa and Gilbert, so both are known for good family-friendly activities, everything around it. And then, like I said, you're right off of the 60, which gets you to everywhere around the East Valley within 15 minutes.
I have noticed so far being in Arizona, we haven't hit traffic one time. Today, we hit a lot of red lights and there was a little bit of road construction, so it kind of threw us off a little bit. LA getting here from the hotel would have been like like a 45
So I
minute
told you,
journey.
the grid
Very
system
cool.
here, 30 minutes, 30 miles. It's nice to get around here. It really
Also,
is.
another plus, a ton of Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I haven't really noticed that.
You have an obsession recently with Chuck. You keep wanting me to go to a Chuck E. Cheese for some reason.
When was the last time you guys have been to one?
I don't even
Decades.
remember.
I'm gonna start seeing all of them now because
Yeah.
I actually have not noticed that.
Only in Arizona.
I'll put a link below where you can find all the Chuck E. Cheeses. Entering now into a bedroom, and the other bedrooms did have carpeting, so this one has tile like the rest of the house does, which I kind of prefer. You know, I'm not a big carpet guy. You get one stain on it and it feels ugly forever. And then this would be the primary suite because it does have the
Yeah,
bathroom.
that's what you're saying, right? So this has the bathroom attached. Pick what you like, the bigger closet, or do you want the bathroom? Because this closet is, I mean, you can do the test here.
Okay.
But it is a little smaller than the other one.
You know, this is big enough for me, but I personally would prefer to have a bathroom right next to me. What would you prefer?
This is what I'm thinking. This half of the closet is for my scrapping stuff, and then that stuff can be for you. You sleep in here and I'll sleep in the other room.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So let's go ahead and just check out the bathroom real quick. It's like a pretty basic bathroom. Obviously, it doesn't have the double sink. Not a big deal for me, but I do love these fixtures. The little waterfall sink. These are very nice. Water comes out of it. Huge shower, again with the nice built-ins where you could fit the bigger shampoo bottles and the conditioners. I guess you would really just need to get some glass doors or a curtain or something like that to kind of complete the look. And it has the ventilation, very important, especially if you're gonna open the door to the sleeping quarters.
Or especially because you take a shower with extremely hot water, so it steams up quick.
Moderately hot. I'm not in here boiling myself by any means, but yeah, I do like a warm shower. I know the cold ones are supposed to energize you and make you feel good. I just don't appreciate showers, that's all. So then walking over, we're gonna have one more bedroom. This just kind of looks like 4 walls with a window and a nice fan, but I think this also strikes me more as it would be like a great office. It's not very large, but good space to have a desk here to be able to look out at the dogs playing, the kids playing, whatever will have you. Then you have a decent closet. This would also be a good thing to maybe even put like shelving in here for paperwork, whatever you would need for your workspace. And then of course, we got the fan.
You need the fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and then it's nice having even just exterior access too.
If you have like an at-home business, this could be like your little office where people can enter through
Right,
this door right
enter the
here.
side.
I could totally see coming in here and having my taxes done, you know? Or like getting my teeth cleaned. Very high security level on this door. Does it unlock or, let's see here.
This thing is not.
Guys, are we trapped? It's okay. The important thing about being here is you want to have a very high level of security. Sometimes it's just as important not to be able to get out as it is to not be able for someone to come in. Ain't no one coming in this door.
But they could come up to the window as a little drive-through service.
There you go. Hello. Oh, you need your taxes done? Yeah, come on in. You know, you need your teeth cleaned? Let's go ahead and check out the backyard and then we can see that space on the side afterwards. Okay. Woo! Woo! It feels great.
A lot of people say, oh, it's just dirt, but a lot of times people prefer to just do what they want and not have to reverse what someone else did, right?
Well, the potential is amazing.
Yeah, I could totally see like a nice huge overhang with a patio, maybe even put a deck down here, some chairs, you get a nice amount of shade, some kind of a hot tub or a jacuzzi or something like that.
If you really invested into, you know, even like a pool, right? Like
Yeah.
there's enough space here to have pool and play side and everything.
Are a lot of people putting grass or are we looking more at like the rocks with the cactuses and it's a little bit more eco-friendly for the water supply?
It really depends on what the person / family's needs are. A lot of people with kids, for example, actually we see someone right here with a little play spot, they'll put turf. Turf is just low maintenance. You're not having, your water bill's not getting up there and they can still play. There are people that just throw the gravel on, but really it's just more of a temporary thing.
Gotcha.
So they try to
To hide
figure
the dirt.
Or like the
Pretty
redwood
much.
chips or whatever the case may
Exactly,
be.
yeah. Until they figure out what they really want to do with it, gravel's kind of usually the temporary.
And then I'm guessing that's usually what is there almost forever most of the time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, at one point we'll put a
Yeah,
playground in here. Let's
yeah.
just throw some gravel on
But
it.
and then that's why, you know, these steppers here are always necessary too, because who wants to be stepping on gravel all the time, right? So that's why we
well, there
couldn't
you
open
go,
it.
guys. So, you know, just so you guys can see
So it wasn't us. Okay.
a little bit of ingenuity on the security front right here. There is a 2x4 screwed to the door frame. That's in case you don't like your tax return that year and you can't escape. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be the spot for the RV. Very nice amount of space. I mean, I'm guessing this is like 40 foot or so of concrete, very wide, easily fit our current RV. You have the nice opening doors. I mean, especially like right now where we live, it's a little bit of a bend to get the RV back. back into spots, so you have to do a little bit of maneuvering.
Yeah.
This would be rad, just a straight back in. You're done, good to go. So Baggio, we have seen the entire house, the amazing inside, the 4 rooms, the 2 bath, the air conditioner is killer, especially considering when you come from outside to inside. In California, we did look at houses, I would say, that were pretty similar to this. And as an entry-level starter home, there is no way this wouldn't be $650,000 to $700,000. What would you say? Do you say that's pretty accurate?
In LA, yes.
I'm gonna guess $415,000.
Ooh, good guess. I'm gonna guess 385.
I was thinking that, but I'm gonna say 415 because I think 385 might have been a little bit low. Baggio, how wrong or right are we?
414,900.
Wow.
Wow, no way.
Guys, sometimes I just get these little numbers that pop in my head. I don't know where they come from, but I seem to be right most of the time.
So 2 things about that. One, this house started at, I believe, over 460.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And it's been on the market now for over 100 days. And it's still active, so that doesn't mean it's gonna sell at that. It could
So
sell
it might
at...
sell at 400.
Yes, exactly,
Right
right?
in the middle.
So right now it's active at that. And so that's what we gotta keep in mind too with the other homes is that 50 grand drop down to right what you thought of right there.
Today we're gonna be looking at 3 properties, right?
Yep.
And this is gonna be the starter level, and then we have like a mid, and then we have a higher end. Is that kind of what we're
Yeah,
shooting
so
for?
that would give you a little bit of a range, right?
All right, let's go check out house number 2.
Off the bat, I'm loving this area. The neighborhood looks so cute. And I love a very tall door. And this one has a tall door.
Yeah, you look crazy next to this door.
I can't wait to see what it looks like inside. Hey!
Hello again, we're at check it out.
This is beautiful. Clearly a younger home, I would assume.
The last one we saw was a 1980. This is a 90s build. But of course, the renovations inside were from this decade.
It definitely does not feel like a 90s home, like you said, because of all the remodeling that they did. Why don't you give us the specs on this home?
Still a 4-bed, 2-bath, but we're talking just under 2,000 square feet, I believe 1950. And so you get a lot more probably living space, a little bit bigger bedrooms. The lot size is similar as well, so under a 1/4 acre, but this one does have a pool, just no RV gate like the last one.
I think in this heat, I'd probably rather take the pool and I'd probably trade in my trailer for a boat.
And then nicer finishes throughout, you'll see. And like I said, some people just prefer different layouts, right?
It definitely is a different layout. I think it's taken me a second to kind of see where I would put what. So when you walk in, you have this open space here, which I think some people would think like living room, but I would love to put like maybe a long dinette table here.
I'm seeing it right here. There's kind of like an informal, formal dining setup. Some people like 2 different ones. I don't know about you. I was like, we had a formal dining table, never used it, right?
Also, just when you walk in, you see how open the kitchen is. I don't know if it's because the ceilings are so high, but it just feels like a breath of fresh air in here.
The major difference between the last house and this one, right? I think these should be 10-foot ceilings, and the last home probably was a standard 8-foot ceilings. Because older home, right? Older home, older area. Still renovated, but that takes a whole lot of work to elevate to raise a ceiling.
I did notice, because my eye caught it, is that they did a gold finishing for the water filter. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan. I feel like you should probably stick to the same color. Luckily, easy fix right there. But still with the big sink, I do like this counter. Like you said, there's room for stools there, but just to be able to see outside while you're washing your dishes.
Yeah, and then speaking of counters too, so the last one is more kind of have like the sparkling inside, and then this is, they talk, you know, having more of the vein. I always look at how does that bounce off of the backsplash. So now we're having more of a gray backsplash, which I think accentuates the countertops really well.
As well as the finishing, not just on the sink, but the handles as well. I think it all looks really good. I love the touch of the lights underneath the cabinets.
Oh, it's huge.
Always,
it's
you know,
huge.
something I love. But let's see if these are a soft close. Well, it's not a soft close. But that's all right. I want to be able to hear it.
The soft touch, you're gonna go to bed thinking, did I close all those drawers? I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
These ones, you'll know. You'll know when they're closed.
You're absolutely right. And then you'll ask your husband at 2 o'clock in the morning, hey, can you go check the cabinets, make sure they're closed? And they're gonna get very upset. I don't know this by personal experience. I'm just saying that's probably what's gonna happen.
It's a good bet.
I kid you not, I've never seen a refrigerator with these 2 doors right here.
These are getting way more popular.
Are these 4 doors or just 2?
Could be 4. I haven't opened it yet, but yeah.
Wow.
I had no idea.
There you go.
It even tells you what to put in there. Fruits and vegetables.
So even the
Wait.
freezer has 2 separate doors.
Okay, I think this one actually might be my new favorite. They're like, you know what? I know Santa's gonna go look at this house. We need to have one in here because it's gonna blow her away. And it did. I'm blown away. I do like, again, the stove. I just feel like it's actually all set up really well. With the refrigerator over here, you can bring your food here, pop, 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 chop it up, turn around, get it on this electric. Is that what it's called? Electric stove. Boom, your microwave up here, which is actually a pretty good sized microwave. In Mexico, we found a huge microwave, and I feel like this competes with it. And there's great space even between the island to the counters as well. And I think the wood actually really brings in a lot of warmth against the actual counters too. And I will say, when coming in,
What, you want a mural on this wall?
well, I feel like why not take the opportunity and do it? But for me personally, what I was gonna say is I'm not a huge fan of like a wall like this, which is a supporting wall, correct?
Yeah.
But what I do like actually about this is that it's not just like a small beam. It's like a whole thing where there's even storage on this side, which I feel like gives it more purpose other than just holding up your roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or your ceiling.
100%.
Yeah, come on, holding up a roof isn't enough anymore.
You know what I mean? I don't want just one beam. I want a whole brick, you know? Jared said this is gonna be the second dining area. But listen, what I would do is put some little couches right here. You got the pool right here. Why not sit down, make it a music room, relax, and look out into your backyard?
What is the first record you're playing in
The
this room?
Animals, then the Rolling Stones. So that's what I would do. I would make this more of a lounger, not where there's a TV, but maybe music or maybe like an arts area. And then I would go ahead and do my actual living room right here. You've got an amazing wall space here for a big TV or even maybe some bookshelves if that's what you're into. And then a nice couch, even like an L couch right here. And if you're not done and you have more paintings, you can easily put a painting right here too. Just remember guys, if you're gonna put a painting up as they have here, I'm sure they had something to light it up, but always put a light here that hits your painting to kind of give it that wow.
I think there's a safe behind that.
As I was saying, maybe you put a little chair right here. You can actually get a whole glimpse of the house, right? So you have your dining area, your lounge area, and you can see what your husband's cooking for the 5-course meal that he's making you. You know what I mean?
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. So is this a bedroom or is this a bathroom?
This is a bedroom over here.
What? Okay, I know a lot of people are not fans of carpet in their bedrooms. I am a big fan of that. I think it's a little bit more comfortable, and if you don't want to get it dirty, you could always put a rug over your carpet. People watching, you know, you guys get it. So I
It's
do.
more of the homey feel, right? Like you're saying?
See? So
It
he knows,
matches the murals.
he knows
It matches
exactly
the
what I'm
murals.
talking about. So this is a pretty good space. I don't know for me if it feels like maybe like a nursery room or like a little kid's room.
I'm looking at these lights. Maybe this was like an office
Yeah.
desk spot right here. I picture it more of, you know, front office too.
Yeah, you can make this an office. And this wall right here is actually perfect if you were to want to do, not a mural, I know, you guys are over it, but like a Murphy bed shelf. So you can bring it down so that way when you have visitors, there's also space for them to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, the ceilings are insane.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference,
guys-
right? Throughout the whole house.
You know what? If the price is right, I'm willing to move to Arizona
Oh,
and buy this house because it is so beautiful. All right, so is this another bedroom or is this a bathroom?
It actually goes to the garage.
Oh.
But you have the washer and dryer right here too.
Ugh,
So.
washer and dryer, yes. With your actual cabinets up here. Right now we don't have cabinets in our washer and dryer. So our stuff is like, you can see everything.
And this one has a 3-car garage.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I already know. We can park the cars there. My workbench is over here. Do you want to show us the rest of the house?
Because there's a few other bedrooms.
Okay.
Why don't you at least show us one bathroom?
Perfect.
You are the queen of bathrooms.
If I had
Should be to the right there.
So this is the bathroom?
That's the bathroom. You're gonna love it.
Ooh.
Oh, look, a rug.
A mat.
Very cool.
I do like how they use, again, I think that's really common is to use the counter space from the kitchen into the bathrooms to connect. And they did choose to use a black faucet. And also, I'm in love with this medicine cabinet mirror right here. You girls, or you guys gotta check the back of the head, you know what I mean, when you do your hair to make sure it looks good. So you have the medicine cabinet for that, and then the big, you know, mirror for other things. I love this. I think this is clean. There's space to do some updating, but not necessary because it just looks so nice.
All right, so on this side of the house, we have 3 bedrooms. Let's start with bedroom number 1. The high ceilings are a trip. I mean, you said, again, these are what, 10 feet tall?
Yeah.
This is
You get
beautiful.
some natural lighting. There you go.
Okay, so this is, I would say, like an average size room, maybe like a 10 by 10. If you're in California, all the bedrooms are pretty much this size. But you do have a very good sized closet in here. Obviously, you know, you have the rack, the nice space for the Disney purses. And they have done a great job of arting the place up. Very nice. I mean, nothing too crazy about it, but a very nice space. You can fit a good sized bed in here. Let's go check out the second bedroom. And I do love a nice hallway. I mean, right here, you have an amazing spot for storage. I can only imagine what you would find a Ross to put in these cubbies. But okay, so we got the second bedroom. Wow, right off the bat, the importance of those curtains, you can see immediately because coming in here, it almost felt like I needed sunglasses. It was so bright, but an amazing large window right there. You already got the TV up. I saw signs on the way here. It could cost up to $75 to have someone professionally mount a TV.
Is that true?
It's already done. It was a little tiny sign on the side of the road. Look at that. So great job on you, whoever put that sign there. It's eye-catching. But, you know, this is another good sized room. I would say, again, 10 by 10, standard size, good for the kids. Good sized closet. I think the closet is pretty much going to be about the same. Again, these high ceilings are just like crazy. I think it would be perfect for a hanging chair.
Maybe right there where you are, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I feel like my hair is blowing in the wind because the AC feels so good right here.
Yeah, you're probably think of more things to say. Think of more things to say. Keep me right here. I would say my only concern about having such high ceilings is you have a lot more cubic feet to cool. But the air conditioner is doing a great job of keeping this whole house nice and cool.
And as you mentioned, there's no ceiling fan in this room.
Oh, that is right.
They chose these light fixtures versus a ceiling fan with a light. But it is there. Should be the same thing to just pop in a ceiling fan if you wanted to.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I guess you could just get a couple oscillating fans and, you know, there you are. But let's walk through this amazing hallway one more time where there would be the picture of us having a great memory. Forget that you're mad at me. And I would have to guess 76. That's cool. It was 78 in the last house. Wow. This is like
a studio apartment.
you could rent this place out for weddings. This is humongous. I ain't even gonna look at the bathroom yet. The bathroom is crazy. But this room, I would guess easily 20 feet by 10 feet. So like double the size of the last rooms. I'm seeing here they have this beautiful arch leading into the ensuite. They did get a ceiling fan in here, which is great. You know, I don't mind standing underneath that. And again, you could just see the difference that it makes to have these curtains because it does have a darker feel in here, which is kind of nice.
They do have the screens on the outside too that we were talking about. You can see it right there.
And is this like a permanent fixture on the window, or is this something
it's on the
that you
outside, so you can pop them off on the outside. Yeah, exactly like you said. The other rooms didn't have them. You can feel the difference, right?
Oh yeah, immediately.
Every little thing helps, guys. And I do like the fact, you know, this is something we haven't seen yet. They got a plant. There's a plant right there.
Here in Arizona, you have to have your plants inside because it's so hot outside.
It's plant abuse to have them outside. But then walking over here, again, this is like the height of a normal ceiling right there, which is crazy by comparison. But walking into this bathroom, this is beautiful. So this is like a proper ensuite. Look at this shower.
Wow.
And you guys know me, my favorite thing in a shower, the removable. I ain't gonna do it because I don't want to break anything, but it does have the removable piece. And I like the fact that, you know, I'm here, I'm taking a shower, not a big deal. Maybe you're in there taking a bath. We got the dogs running around, hanging out. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Maybe the dogs aren't in here hanging out, you know? But very good sized shower. And I believe maybe, Baggio, you have a different name for it. Are these called kidney bean bathtubs, do you know?
I haven't heard that one yet.
I think that's only a reference to a pool.
Maybe that is a pool.
Yeah.
But this is a very nice bath. I love the fact
I think
that
these are called soaking baths.
Yeah.
Soaking tubs.
What else do you do in a tub?
You soak.
There it is. They're all soaking tubs by that definition, I
But
guess.
this is a pretty big tub. I think where you can actually cover your whole body with one.
And look at that. You even have this thing. So, you know, you're just having fun. You're over here like brushing your teeth and I'm taking a soak and I'm like... Okay, so obviously the laboratory, you have the bathroom. I like the fact that it has a door. Of course, you want to keep private in those moments. That's not a moment where you want to have fun.
You want to keep the smells inside.
You want to just get business done. My grandma used to have a picture that was my favorite. and it was like right above the toilet, and it says, "No job is done until the paperwork is complete." But oh wow. So this is much bigger actually than you think as you walk in, because it goes over and extends into this side. But this is plenty of room. I don't even think I'd want a closet this big, just because it would give you so much freedom at Ross.
I would love this closet.
I mean, imagine how many things at Savers you can get and fill this up with.
Savers, you're right. I'm going to Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross.
Guys, get yourself a lady who likes those places. It'll save you millions in the long run. But this is a very nice walk-in closet. I can see myself getting a treadmill. This could also be a fitness room for me.
No.
I could have a couple of shirts right here, a couple of pairs of shorts right there. But this is a very good size. I would say this is the most proper closet so far that I've seen in a house. I think maybe in Utah there was one that was like bigger, but I love the setup of this, and perfect place to put that TV to see your outfits. But all right, cool. So the inside, we have pretty much seen it all. Very impressive. I would have to say that this primary suite is amongst my favorite that I've seen. I love the flow of it. I love looking into the bathroom. It just feels nice and clean. Again, the screens on the windows do a whole lot for keeping that light at bay as much as possible. Now, let's go check that pool out. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see it out here. I knew it. Something told me this house has a hanging chair. I ain't gonna sit in it,
No,
you know.
let's not try it.
I might be exceeding the weight limit. This looks a little dainty for my body. I do like the fact they have these nice hanging lights here. It creates an amazing ambiance.
Ooh, I can imagine like when it's nighttime, the lights are lit. Very nice.
And like Baggio was saying, I believe this is a similar size lot to the other house. However, you could tell the difference in the backyard space because of the extra living space. But they did a very well job of covering the patio. I could see some chairs here, watching people play in the pool. And then over here, you do have some real grass. They opted for real grass. They ain't worried about the water bill here, okay, guys? They got the real deal. A beautiful tree. I mean, this tree just adds so much shade. I'm sure at a certain time of day, it just cuts the sun off completely, so you're not worried about sunburning like I am right now. Cool little area here with the rocks. They pretty much implemented all of the things that we talked about that you could do with the backyard in the last house.
You could even put some chairs around here and put like maybe like a fire pit.
There you go. I guess if it's not hot enough already, but I guess on those cold winter nights, a fire pit would be very nice. And now I see what you're talking about with the windows. You cannot even see inside of the house.
You know
with
what,
those shadings
actually,
on.
I know they'll probably pop that on when they actually sell it, but you can tell that this one, I think they took off for some reason.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
That's actually why that other room was so much brighter, because see, the rest of the windows have it.
Oh,
So
it's just that one.
They just got to pop that one back on. I'm sure maybe the screw.
And you know what? It has such a nicer, clean look compared to foil or something else that you'd put on the window.
Yeah.
I think there's 100 things that probably look better than foil that don't scream, I'm cooking meth inside my house right now. You know what I mean? Cardboard
But
might be a better option.
Very effective. I'm sure very effective.
And then over here, it's not the biggest pool I've ever seen in my life, you know, obviously. But this is like the perfect size to get in, swim a couple laps, enjoy your time with the kids, with your friends, whatever the case may be. I can see a net in the center right there playing some water polo.
Yeah.
Is that how you play water polo, with the net in the center?
No, it's like soccer but in water.
Oh, okay. So goals right here, right there. You got the water polo going.
And you know what I would imagine, because it's not huge, the maintenance isn't going to be too crazy. But I do actually prefer this size versus a bigger pool, because it's still big enough, like you said, to do laps.
We have seen the full interior, the backyard, 1,950 square feet or so. We got the 4 bedrooms, we got 2 bath, amazing space, a bunch of mural opportunities. I know you want to get those in there. Something like this in California, $850 to $1 million very easily.
I would think at least 1.5 to 2.
Okay, so we're talking like up to $1.5 million. Based on what the other house was selling for, this is a different neighborhood. I guess to first put that into perspective, there was a lot of like family and older people living in that area. Is this more family community?
Pretty much. And, you know, again, this is 17 years newer, too. The further we're getting away from that first house, it's like the newer the community is, just because Phoenix started, you know, just like any city, starts in the middle, spreads out. This is an HOA.
Can't paint it purple. You can't be unique on the outside necessarily, but I will say, I do love the fact they have an awesome palm tree in the front and they have a bunch of cool little plants. I didn't see that walking in.
And then an amazing location too, so you're really nearby a lot of good stuff.
Okay, so I am going to guess this is $675. And I feel like that's a little bit low, but something is telling me we're within range between $675 and like $720, but I'm gonna say $675.
I was actually going to say between 720 and 740. 640.
So where do you want to be at?
735.
Okay, 675, 735. Did I do it again and get it spot on, Baggio?
You're like Bob Barker out here, man.
Yeah.
No, it's 618.
Wow. That's crazy.
Are we moving to Arizona? I love this house. I know it has an HOA, but it's beautiful.
I mean, as long as we're inside and the air conditioner is cranking, I don't mind it that
Like you
much.
said, hey, September rolls along, you start kind of forgetting, and then everyone loves it here right after that. So yeah, 618, and they've been on the market over 100 days also. Also started higher than that. Again, don't know what it'll actually sell at. Pretty much a $200,000 difference from the last house to this house.
Okay, well, let's go check out house number 3.
You guys, this place is huge. I feel like it belongs in like Calabasas or something. I am loving the entrance. It's so grand. I also feel like it's so big, you can almost bring like some lounge chairs in here and just like peep out your neighbors, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure they love that.
I'm sure they would. Wow, even the door is like serious business.
There he is.
They're not playing games with that door.
Oh, not at all.
All right, so this is quite the house. Give us the specs on what we're looking at.
4 bedrooms, 7 total rooms itself, 4 bath, 3718 square feet, so just under 4,000 square feet. Over double the size of the first one and almost double the size of the second one. There's a pool and there is a lot of extra space for activities.
Okay, well, I am still in love with the second house, so let's see if this house wins me over.
The whole drive over here, she was saying how much she loved this second house.
All right, so is this considered a living room? Is it a den?
Wow, as I go away, it just looks like ants from an airplane in here.
It's pretty much a front living space.
Or as some people would say, like a formal living room, right?
What gives it away is there's carpet. So initially I would say formal dining, but you're not going to put dining in a carpeted area.
So this is
That's
where you
true.
get 3 couches that aren't relatively comfortable with a coffee table and you never use it.
There you go.
Perfect.
Pretty much.
But depending on what the kitchen looks like, I think it would be an easy fix to pull out the carpet and then make this just a large circular dining table would be really nice. So I will say once I came in, I noticed this area and then I saw that there's a sink. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like an office area or maybe with like a bar. What would you say?
So this house was built in '06. That's kind of where you see the cabinetry and that coming from. I would say, yeah, if that's the formal one, this is kind of the like less formal spot. I feel like this was more of a hangout spot.
So maybe like a little pool table.
Yes, exactly. Pool table, like even the circular entryway type of the spot
Defines the space.
gives that away. There you go.
I could see like a Mario Kart Cruising USA. This would be a very cool arcade space.
Yeah.
It might cheapen up the feel when you walk in and see arcade games, but that'd be very cool.
You get like old fashioned, like vintage arcade games. Because I feel like with the door and then the color of the cabinets, it really brings in that old, like, you know, like you're smoking a cigar or something.
That made me think too. I'm like, or even like a poker set.
I would love like a
Perfect.
little game area for sure.
Yeah.
So this is the laundry room.
Right.
This is probably the biggest laundry room that we've seen out of the 3 houses. And I love all of the cabinet space here as well.
Are they soft close?
No, but you know what? These are heavy duty cabinets. I wouldn't think they were soft close.
Those are like solid oak.
Yeah.
They chose to put these in here as kind of a rack to maybe hang dry some stuff.
Which is not a bad idea. I do think it would have been nice if it was a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Room number 1, I'm guessing.
Oh, wow. I mean, I can't get over the elevated ceilings. It's so nice. I feel like the doors for the closet could get updated.
It does seem like this house could use a lot of updating throughout depending on the style you're going for,
Yes.
but it's highly functional.
I mean, 2007, you said 2006?
2006. Yeah.
I mean, it's still really new. I mean, this closet is huge, both just lengthwise and even height. So I feel like a new couple different, you know, doors in there, you're good to go.
Maybe some blinds for the closet. You really like that look?
I don't think that would be bad, but I think normal doors would probably be a little bit better. And you have your fan, which,
You have the newer windows too. We were talking
oh
about.
yes, the double pane.
Yeah, so you can tell the difference. Maybe I don't know if you remember the last 2 homes, but you're getting newer windows too.
So which allows you to keep the noise out and keeps the cool in. I will say this house is on a corner lot, which I don't know if I'm a huge fan of. I've always been told that corner lots are not the greatest. For you guys at home, if you live in a corner lot, let us know what the benefits are. I love a good Jack and Jill bathroom. I've never personally had one, but I know people that have had one, and I feel like it's a huge win. Maybe you want to update the counter, but that's not a big thing. It's not a big cost, and this still looks really nice. Bathroom.
Laboratory. Oh, look at that. A soaking bath.
So I'm assuming this room is the same size as the other one.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do like that they have a Jack and Jill 2 bedrooms in the front instead of just 1 bedroom by itself in the front.
Off the bat, I think of if it's not for kids, it's gonna be an office and a guest bedroom. That's usually what it is, especially having this big of a house and the separation. You have the guests, they feel like they have their own space and you're just kind of, you know, tucked in the corner.
That is a really great idea. I didn't think about that.
Back to the front.
See, look at these walls. Great for painting or a little mini mural. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Wow. This is humongous. It's almost a little overwhelming how big this space is.
I mean, this might be the largest island that we've seen in a house so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. And then we have this bad boy. Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, there's ice in there.
We were hoping there was going to be some water ice in here. Oh. Okay. I mean, definitely beautiful. Fits the kitchen itself. Me personally, oh, sorry guys, I got almost too excited. I thought this was a double oven. But if you wanted to, there's definitely space for a double oven.
That's true.
I will say this kitchen is beautiful. It's big. I just don't know the functionality of it would work for me, because we have the refrigerator over there and the stove over here and the sink over here. It's just the flow of it. I would want to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a pretty gnarly stove right here. I would love to have this at our house. This is like a chef's stove. All right, so let's go ahead and go here because I'm seeing a lot of doors. Whoa! So is this the pantry or is this a whole new room?
I was gonna say initially a breakfast nook, but here this is already telling me this whole down, this is probably more of an office type too. And then this would be the pantry. Good walk-in size.
I mean, this is huge. And you have so much more space on top you can even add to. I love that. I will say, I think if this were my house, because it comes off of the garage, I would really like to make this into like a mud room. Let's see what the garage is gonna give us. Let's see how many workbenches I could fit into here. Wow, oh my gosh.
They're already there.
This is insane. This is crazy. I could easily build stuff. I can make it into a scrap room. And if you want, my love, you can have one little wall area for your Hot Wheels.
You're too kind.
Look, it even has a little peg area for your Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I see that.
I think so far, this is definitely my favorite garage that we've seen. And you know, and I love that second house. So let's see what the rest of the house has. Is this another bedroom?
That is the other one, yeah.
Wow, so this is definitely a lot bigger than the front 2 bedrooms, but this is not the primary bedroom.
No, it's not.
This is not even the primary bedroom.
And then this actually, well, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. I want to live in this non-primary bedroom. This is huge. Again, it's showing the 2006, but the walls are looking good. The doors are in great shape. And I feel like even the tile, you won't even have to do a ton to it. It has that grout that you really can't tell what's dirty, what's not.
And this even you start seeing, this is kind of like the makeup corner, right?
The vanity.
Especially when it comes down, the vanity. So this is pretty much a full ensuite. It's funny because you guys will see the actual primary. And you'll be like, oh, that's why this is not the primary bedroom.
I'm gonna be so blown away.
Okay, so let's check out the rest of this house. I believe there's a couple bedrooms, a couple bonus areas, but we'll start here in the living room. This is massive. I mean, it has the TV mount right there. I'm kind of a fan of having the TV right there just because you could kind of centralize the couches, have this be the focal area. You have options, which is good. And in this house, like we were talking about, I think it's important to look at it that way to what you would do with the space. So over here, we're going to see the primary suite, right?
Correct, yes.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful view of the pool right here. And I like how I could already see in the backyard, they've kind of sectioned it off nicely so the pool area is separate from the turf, which I'm very excited about going and walking on. And then here, this would be the proper ensuite that you speak of. And I'm digging the travertine tile or whatever they call it.
Here you go, your soaking tub, right?
So a soaking tub. And I do like the fact it does have double sinks, but they're not like right next to each other. So you have a distinct area for either person.
I love that.
So maybe they're a little bit outdated as far as the sinks, but we've already talked about you come in here and probably do your own thing. But I would love to see like the elevated sinks where they look like bowls and then they have the waterfall.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of those.
If we moved here, that side could have the sunken sink and this side, it would be like a huge bowl right here with the waterfall.
Well, I think that would be my side because it has a medicine cabinet and I need to check the back of my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna do me dirty and put me in the sunny spot. But over here, we have, this could be all your space. I don't even know what I would do. Or maybe this could be where my clothes go. This is gonna be my closet, the laboratory. So there's the toilet. You guys have seen plenty of toilets already. And then this is the shower. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Little sit down.
Okay, geez, you know, bring a book, you know, just read a book in it. I don't know. I mean, I've never sat down and taken a shower before. Maybe I'm missing out.
It almost has like that sauna look when you go into a sauna because it looks like somebody else could be like sitting up right on top there.
I'd hate that view if I was here with someone at the sauna. Yeah, dude, how's it going? Okay. But okay, you know, you got this. I like that.
It's pretty high up.
It's a pretty high up shower. Not the highest one I've seen, but it does have potential to go even higher, I'm sure.
It's giving castle vibes for sure.
It's definitely giving castle vibes. But very nice shower area. And then is this the 5th bedroom?
Might as well.
Wow. This is definitely the dog room. No, I'm just kidding. This is obviously a humongous walk-in closet. This is something I would imagine would have not an island, maybe you would call it, but like a center piece of furniture where like the watches go.
Oh, yeah.
The jewelry, the shoes.
The stuff you really want to display, I think, would go here.
Yeah, maybe even a little couch to kind of sit down if you're tired of like trying to figure out what you want to wear.
That's why we could never have a closet this big, because you're already thinking you're going to get tired trying to figure out what you're going to wear. It would take days to get ready. So it does have its pros and cons, I would imagine, but very large. I mean, obviously you have the railing all around, you have the different shelving for things to put on top.
It's so big, it definitely gives like a blank canvas to really, you can do your own built-ins, you can really do anything here.
Yeah, and I mean, imagine the mural opportunities in here.
It's funny you said dog room too, because
oh, look, there's a dog door in here.
Yeah.
What an odd place for a dog door, but yeah, they must have used this as a dog room.
Well, we can maybe see when we go out, it's common to have the dog runs on the side. So if maybe they have the dog sleeping with them in the primary room and they're like, we just want to put them directly out that way. So
there you go.
we'll see though. That's
Okay.
just my assumption right now.
Check out the outside, guys. Very beautiful, though. I love this ensuite. I love the flow of the room, bringing you back to the closet. I would never set foot in that closet. This would be where all my stuff goes. Now let's check out the outside.
Actually, hold on. No, we have another whole nother room over here.
Stop it.
Okay, guys, I was premature with wanting to get out to the pool.
Yeah.
So this is
Wait, what is
a
this?
library? Is that what this would be?
You know what? I didn't even think of that, but actually it's a kind of good idea. Or putting your movies or something, because over here, I don't even know. I have no idea what your mind goes to with this.
Let's go to the room it's attached to and see if we can gather inspiration. So walking over here, this is incredible. Right away, I'm guessing this is a theater room, correct?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's where the projector would be at.
So you get a couple of reclining chairs, you have a little walkway right here, you get a couch for the back. I don't know if you'd want seating right here. That'd be a little close to the screen, but I mean, I guess if you have extra people or some little kids, that
Little
might be
bean
fun.
bags?
There you go. You get a love sack.
I love that.
You can put one of those right there. In this day and age, they make TVs so huge that you could probably get like a TV to fill that space. But with the technology and projectors right now, you can get like very good 4K projectors. They look better than TVs.
Yeah.
So this is pretty rad. I think this might be the first house I've actually been in that has some kind of a theater room.
And now the other room definitely makes sense to put in your movies.
Just to throw out something crazy here, I'm thinking concession stand.
Yeah.
Oh
take
man,
them out.
that's such a good idea.
Twizzlers, M&Ms,
Oh.
Snickers, Twix, and I'm hungry right now, so I can probably think of 1,000 candies. But what would be cool is right here,
Movie posters.
movie posters everywhere, but have like a little circular stand where I'm sure like one of the kids would want to play concession stand person and they could give out candy to the people walking in. You could have a popcorn machine right here.
I don't know if kids are gonna want to play that, but popcorn machine, definitely.
I don't know if I've ever stepped foot on turf in the backyard.
There's your horseshoes right there. They might be a little hot right now though, so watch your hands.
Well, there's a couple that have been in the shade. Let me see here. You know, I was sponsored in my younger days by a horseshoe company. It's been a while since I played, but
Wow.
pretty close. You could see it was there. I just probably need a couple more throws to dial it in. But over here, hey, there's your fire pit you were talking about in the other house.
You just gotta get some loungers.
Get some nice chairs, circle around right here.
Yeah.
This is a palm tree, but this is giving me like pineapple vibes. You know, doesn't
Oh
it
my
look like a
gosh, you
giant
look
pineapple?
So cute standing next to it.
It does look like that.
Oh my gosh.
This pool, so it's kind of cool. I could already tell it has like a little waiting area,
Yep.
and then it must drop off and get very deep very quick, I would imagine, over there.
Yeah, that's where you put the little umbrella right there, right? And
Oh, what's
so you can
that?
kind of lounge right there.
This is very nice. Not necessarily the most ideal dog run, I would say, but there is a dog door right here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you could spaz it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Make it a little nicer, add some turf over here as well. And it would be nice to kind of have a certain area just for dog poop so they're not pooping everywhere else.
Just before we go inside, obviously, I do want to mention that I'm a big fan of outdoor spaces, and it's very nice that they have these 2 fans overhead, amazing enclosed patio. I always envision having a backyard where you could hang out, you could have activities going on. This is probably one of my favorite backyards that I've seen. It has like everything I'd imagine putting in my dream backyard, you know?
Wow.
I'm getting a little emotional talking about it.
I still like the second house better.
He just let us know this is the hottest weekend of the month, or probably the year, and I think we have a tendency to go to places when they're at their hottest.
It just doesn't make sense.
Like somehow we went to Denver on the only weekend it was like over 100 degrees.
Yeah, I mean,
We're lucky.
Prime time summer here, so.
The car said 113.
I want to go somewhere where it's prime time heat. So that way I know, listen, if I can't handle this, I can't move here. I feel like I can handle this.
Let's start. I believe this house, you said, is just under 4,000 square feet. All of the things that we talked about, of course. I think maybe like in Hemet or one of those far off areas, you could get this for around $1 million or so. But anywhere else, you're looking at easily $3 to $4 million. Would you agree with that?
Easy.
Here, based off of the fact the first one around 400, the second one around 600, I'm gonna put my guess right around 925.
Well, and I'm going to probably go a little higher than that, especially because it does seem like it's going to be like an up and coming neighborhood. I'm going to say it's going to be 1.7.
1.7?
Listen,
That
I don't
feels a
know.
little high, but okay, it's your guess,
Okay,
not mine.
fine. You know what? You're right. I got too excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 1.4.
Okay, so we have 975, 1.4. Who's closer?
Wait, you say 975 or 925?
Wait a minute. Am I changing my answer?
I don't remember what I said.
No, I thought I heard
I think you said-
925.
I think you said-
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm
you know
just
what?
asking for
You know what? No, good call, good call. I'm gonna actually stick with the lower one, and I'm gonna say 925. You're right, because you went so high, it kind of made me elevate mine a little bit, but I'm gonna stick with 925.
I had to double check because it's 975.
Is it 975?
975?
Yeah.
Ah, I get numbers in my head. I don't know why. I just blurt them out
Well,
sometimes.
You're using the good first, second, third home strategy. So you know that I was incrementally going
Yes.
up. I will say though, you said 1.4.
Yeah.
You know, if this house was fully updated to 2025, that's what this would be, probably 1.5.
See?
Okay, so we looked at the 3 houses. If you guys are interested in moving to Arizona, I believe we gave you a good span of what you could get for your money from the starter house, the intermediate house, which Cindy loved, by the way. We might be putting a bid on that one, and to something like this, which is definitely top of the line, very luxurious. I'm still blown away by what you're able to get here in Arizona. Now, we want to give you the opportunity to tell the people where they can find you.
What's nice about my name, Baggio Saldizar, easy to find. Find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, my website, callbaggio.com. I'm right here, Phoenix, Arizona, and all the surrounding metro areas. So I appreciate them for asking me to help them tour around. And yeah, there's some pretty amazing properties out here in Arizona.
That's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed tagging along with us as we went ahead and checked out these amazing houses.
It was a great time, and thank you so much again to Baggio for spending the day with us and showing us these properties. And if you're looking to get a house in the Phoenix area, I'm gonna put all of his links in the description.
And I wanna know in the comments, out of the 3 houses, which one was your favorite? Because I know mine has to be house number 2.
I would agree. I think value-wise, house number 2 definitely offered it all. And I wanna know in the comments, where do you think we should go next, where you can get the best bang for your buck so we can start planning our next road trip. And on that note,
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.